What's up, everyone? This is the Road to Nowhere podcast with Extreme FTW and myself, Jimmy G from the Jimmy G Experience. And I don't know what the topic's going to be, but I know we're both kind of under the weather. So thank you guys again for tuning in. We do appreciate it. We'll get this show started soon. I'm not. I'm not. I blame everyone. No, no, no. I blame everyone. Yep. I developed a cold my last day in New York. Sure, sure. Yeah. I mean, that tracks. So. Yeah, I didn't say she was sick. Is she doing better? That tracks too. Yep. And the network's down. Now you said if you play Call of Duty, you're fucked right now. Is the Call of Duty server down or is PlayStation's network down? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Um, Not a lot, you know. I've been playing Rocket League and Call of Duty, and I've got another Call of Duty win. And my Rocket League, I hit Diamond. Uh, my mic's right here. Sweet. Yeah, right. That is weird. Is it still doing it? Yeah. I'm working on it. Yeah. No. Hmm. Is my mic still doing that weird echo stuff? All right, cool, good. Anyway, so yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, that's like I said, that's really it. I playing video games every once in a while. I'm trying to figure out how the hell to get game sound on Discord. So, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty and Rocket League, right? Because that's the peeps who play. And I hit Diamond. I got the Diamond reward, so next season I'll actually unlock something I've never had before, and that's a feat in itself for me. So I'm excited about it. Um, and then I've been trying to figure out Discord. Like right now, you and I are talking on Discord, and everything's fine. But I have a friend who keeps wanting to tune in and watch me play, even though I'm not streaming. But I've known this dude for so long that I'm like, yeah, like that's I'm cool with that. Let's get him in and let him watch me play. We can talk as if we were on the phone, but he'd actually have something to look at as well because he wants that human interaction, and I don't blame him. Um, but so I can get my stream there using the OBS Streamlabs, but I get zero game audio, none. So I'm trying to figure that out. Not currently, obviously, but like when I go to turn it on for him, I'm like, fuck. How do I do this? How do I do that? So I mean, I'm trying to experience. I'm trying to experience. I'm trying to solve experiences that I'm coming across in everyday life. And Discord is a thing. Yeah. No. Like I get game audio on my stream when I'm streaming on Facebook and Twitch. You know what I mean? Because it's through HDMI port. Your microphone. Mm, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not the Elgato. It's not the Elgato that I'm sending to Discord. It's Streamlabs, and the Elgato sound hits Streamlabs. So I now need to figure out how to get the Streamlabs sounds to hit Discord. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know that there's something in in Streamlabs where like if you pay for the subscription, you can do this, and then there's a thing with Discord if you're paying for whatever, you can do some other stuff. And I think it's all falls under the pay stuff, and I'm not paying for a membership to either. Like, I think I think Streamlabs I have everything like paid for and all that stuff because I you can buy my gear through it, you know? So like if you go onto my stream, there's like a hyperlink, and then you go to the hyperlink page, and there's t-shirts, like a backpack, one of those gator mask things. Like I have stuff that you could actually buy, and I get paid. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure I pay for the Streamlabs side. So I should have access to it to add Discord and all that, but I'm not sure how to do that. Like I'm working on it. It's no big deal. But that's what I've been up to. Like you asked what I've been up to. That's it. Oh, another thing that I'm being up to right now is I'm getting back on track with my weight loss stuff. So you'll see my face starting to thin up. You know, not really. What I want to weigh? Yeah, I want to hit 230 to 250. That's what I want to hit. So before I was running 5 miles a day every day, and I got to 235, and I went to have a bunch of skin removed, and the doctor told me you need to lose 5 more pounds. I didn't have 5 pounds to lose, like anywhere. So I defeated myself and gained a lot of weight back, and then that was that. But I'm ready to get back down to 230, 250, and call it a day. I appreciate it. Yeah. Nope. I never had surgery. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I got down to 235. Yeah. 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 I think a little part of the stuff that's coming back that makes me feel the anger and stuff is just the amount of pain that I'm in. Like my back is jacked, my ankles are jacked, and I have to deal with nonsense and pain, and that just kind of pushes me over the edge really, really easy. But yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and that's the thing is people who know me know that if I'm already on edge, just leave it be. And then there are people who know me who they have to be the problem solver or they have to be right. And then they try to give me solutions, and when they give me solutions, I'm like, just leave me the fuck alone. I want to punch you in the face. Yeah, yeah, you know. Oh no, so like I said, I got down to 235. I've been at 235. I know what I look like at 235. And theoretically, since I had the skin removal surgery done when if I had it done at 235, that would have put me at 215 because they removed 20 pounds of extra skin, which means that 20 pounds I currently don't have. So if I get down to 230, it's what I looked like at 250 then. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. Like there's no way I want to go lower than 230 because I know that like I said there I was 250 and I was happy. I didn't feel like I had to run every day, but at the same time I knew I needed to lose weight cuz I wanted to go back and have the surgery, which is why I put myself to that extreme level. And so if I get to 230, 250 now, it's as if I were 250, 270 then. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. No, I feel like I've seen you at your biggest at maybe what was it? Your brother's wedding? Weren't you toward your bigger size? No, I know at your brother's wedding I was at my biggest. Mm, okay. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Like if you want to be honest to keep your metabolism working, it's you want to get up and move around every 30 minutes, and that's just simply to keep your body working. They say this is what they say nutritional and workout people say is if you stay stagnant for an hour, it negates 30 minutes of exercise. So if you get up and you're walking around and you're actually exercising, say for 2 hours a day, but it's periodically, it's not all at once. But you sit at an office for 8 hours, that 2 hours of exercise meant nothing. I'm like, well, yes and no, because you got up and did it. You weren't just sitting there for an extra 2 hours. So granted, the muscle and your body's metabolism and stuff like that, like it's quote unquote negated. It still mentally helps you, and it still says, okay, I did something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I of all people understand that because I went through a severe depression side as well. Like I get it. I get that completely. Um, I spent a lot of time going in and out of therapy, talking to people, trying to help me understand myself. And truth be told, when that therapist made my mom cry and said that it was her fault that I gained all this weight or that I was the way that I was or I was angry because, whatever, I told him, I said, you know what? I'm kind of done. Like, you made my mom cry. Don't ever make my mom cry or I will break both your legs before I break your neck. And at that moment, he's like, yeah, you're not welcome here anymore. And I stopped going, like, I just stopped seeing a psychiatrist because I knew, like, my mom was not the root of my problem, but every single person I talked to said, "No, this is your roots." And I'm like, "No, it's really not." And yeah, so I get it. I get it. Like I was a chunky kid. I put myself through a lot, and then I became um, one of those kids that just flat out never ate, and that's how I lost weight when I was younger. And then that backfired, and I gained a lot of weight back and became an adult. That's a heavy set adult, so I understand. But now it's time to mentally get prepared and get back to it, man. That's my plan. Yep. Get back into boxing, get back into running if my body lets me. Yeah. Really, really expensive. Yeah. Hmm. I might have. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's I'm changing my life around, and I've got no deadlines. I've got no reason to have a deadline. I'm not going in for surgery or doing nothing like that. It's just a simple, this is where I want to be, and this is where I'd like to sit for the rest of my life. I don't want to be too much more than that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've gone in. I've had MRIs and X-rays and all kinds of stuff done. And the situation, my L4, L5 vertebrae is actually sealing and fusing shut. So the nerves that are running through the canal are occasionally bouncing off my spine and making my right leg go numb and or feel like it's on fire, and I get like extreme back pain. And they can do surgery when it gets like bad, but they won't do surgery if it's not already bad, because the whole doctor's oath, we're not going to do anything to make things worse kind of thing. And the surgery that they need to do is essentially what they would do is they'd cut they'd cut a slit in my back and like expose my spine, and then they would get like essentially a Dremel and bore out the L4 L5 where the nerve canal is, and just reopen it so the nerves have more room and the spine is more naturally shaped, and then re-stitch up my back and everything in theory would be fine. But because the bones are fusing shut, it's not a permanent fix. It would just be a momentary, you know, yeah. So I'd have to have that surgery a few times. Yeah. And they're not going to do it. Yeah, and they're not going to do it if it's not like an in dire need, you know. Yeah. Yeah. They gave me tramadol, they gave me some other pain meds, and they gave me like a nerve pain med, and none of it, absolutely none of it helped. Nothing. The only thing I've come across that helps even a little bit is weed. And like the THC, and it's not even that the pain helps, it's that it makes me not really care about it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's just real. That's what it is. It's like I have a low dose. I have a low dose, so I don't feel like high out on my mind. But I have the body tingle of like, say, if I had just spent the the whole day drinking. You know how if you get stupid drunk, your body gets too numb, but your brain's all retarded. So I get yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, you've seen plenty of drunk people, but no. So I get it to where like my body feels okay, but my brain's not completely stupid. You know, and if I drink like that, it can kill my liver. So I'm trying not to drink, at least not to like a heavy extreme. And then when it comes to like weed and THC and stuff like that, CBD, like I wasn't allowed to do it at Barona because they test for it. And then my new employer doesn't test for it unless you're in an accident. But if you're in an accident, it has the same consequences as if you were using well on property under the, you know what I mean. So it's like you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you don't ever have a problem, you're fine. But the moment you have a problem, you can get in trouble. Yeah. No, because it's still not legal federally, whether it's fully prescribed or not. Like I have a prescription for it, but not through like your normal primary care doctor type thing. And but no, it goes as easy as it's like alcohol. It's 100% legal in California, but if you go to work under the influence, you get fired. So it's the same thing. It's 100% legal with THC stuff, but if you go to work under the influence, you can get fired. But the problem is that THC stays in your bloodstream for, 3 to 6 weeks, depending on fat cells and time and usage and dosage and stuff like that. So if I had an accident at work, it would be okay, we're going to test you and we're going to test for that. And look at that, you're going to test positive because you used, 3 days ago. Oh, when we were playing poker. uh, yeah. I was by far the drunkest person in the room. By far. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I remember that because I remember part of that conversation was we need to have you come in and drug test or this and that, and I on that quick I'm like, I'm gonna need like 3 weeks. And they were like, why? 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 Well, because you guys denied me the job, and I'm not going to go back to work tomorrow and tell my boss I need a 2 week notice. I need to give him a week, and then I can say, okay, I found another place of employment, and I'm putting in my 2 week notice. And they were like, okay, that sounds plausible. We'll see you in 3 weeks. And then I remember when I got, yeah, I remember then I hung up the phone and yeah, that dude, I'm so drunk right now. And I remember you making the comment, dude, that was amazing. How the hell did you come up with that story? I'm like, well, I don't know, but you know just yoked or ripped out of my mind I am. Just imagine what I could do when I'm sober. Yeah. No, I had a gallon of water every day, a gallon of cranberry juice every day, and yeah, I flushed my system. No, I did it. Yep. Yeah. 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 Yep. I remember going home that day after them telling me, sorry, we're not going to offer you a position. And I just got lit. I've said from day one, bro. I've said from day one, and I tell all of the people who come around me and they meet me and all this stuff. I've told all of them, you're either gonna like me or you're gonna hate me. There's no in between. Like it is what it is, and nobody seems to believe me. But when I told my brother's girlfriend that, and then like she at first she was hanging out and she's like, dude, I fucking hate your brother, and he's like, hey, he warned you. And then we went to Vegas to go pick up a friend of mine and move her back home. And on that trip, that girl, she's like, I love your brother so much. Like, I had a dream that he died, and we had to make a robot version of him because the world could not exist without him in it. I'm like, yeah, you either love me or you hate me. There is no in between. Yeah, right. Life is a chess game, man. Life is a chess game. What move can you make without getting in trouble when you have to make that move? Yeah. Mhm. If you're doing the overnight shelf stocking, I think you'll be fine because I've seen people who do that same exact shit at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like it's a 24-hour place. Albertsons isn't. So you're not actually going to be dealing with public. You're going to be dealing with the stuff that the public people taught like they deal with. But if I don't know what job you think that they're going to offer you, but if you applied for the overnight stocking shelf stalker and they offer that to you, I really do think you'll be fine. Granted, yes, like you said, it's going to suck, but it's going to suck longer than a few weeks because if you're not used to moving and working, you're going to have to remember what it means and what it's like to have a job, you know? Like, and I've told a few people this who are younger. Like you're older like me, but I've told people who are younger who can't seem to have the mentality of life is a thing and I have to start growing up and I have to be an adult. Like it takes precedence. You have to do it. It is what it is. And the moment that you take, um, the moment that you take the I deserve more Like that's kind of where your brain, some people's brain goes, is I deserve this, I deserve that, I'm better than this, I'm better than that. I need to have this available to me, I need to have that of it. Like it's that's not how life works. And there are people out there that just don't get it. They just do not get it. And if you can get past the, well, I need to make this much money, I need to do this, I need to do that, because I'm a very firm believer of you work for what you want to be paid, not for what you are paid. Because everybody starts at the bottom. And if you put in the work, you put in the time, and you show them that, hey, I want this, I'm a good worker, eventually you'll get to the position of where you want to be and the position that you are currently working to be. But if you don't put in that extra effort, then you will never hit that spot. Like I use myself as an example. I've never hit the spot that I felt like I could be, but I've always put in the work. The reason why I've never hit it is because I've never wanted to kiss anyone's ass to get to that spot. I wanted my work to show what I'm capable of. And there are people out there that are like, nah, we'd rather have the ass kisser. I'm like, well, that's not me. So, I guess I'll never get it. And then I look at, say, like Roy and Matt. I love them to death. They're my, two best friends. But when they both worked for Sony, I've heard the exact words come out of their mouth of, I deserve more than this. I do this, I do that. I deserve more than this. And the only thing I can say is cool. You deserve more than that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're not in that position yet. So put in the work. And they hated hearing me say that kind of stuff. They hated it. But it's like, I mean, it's truth. Yeah, it's truth. You put in the work, you're going to get what you want. Hmm. So, so what you need to do, here's what I would do, is I would take I would call the Albertsons and say, hey, yes, I'm interested, yes, I want it. And if the vape shop calls, follow through with it. Like, don't turn down one because you want another one to come, because that other one may not. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a guaranteed at Albertsons, take Albertsons. And then if that second one comes in and they say, hey, so we're offering you this job, then you can say, okay, cool. When would I start? And if they said, you start on Monday, say, all right, well, I just got a job at Albertsons. I'd like to give them 2 weeks, but, if that's not possible, I'll see you Monday. And at least that'll tell the vape shop you are the guy that you want to work there, but you're also the responsible guy that would like to give the 2 week notice. They're not going to be worrying about, oh, I'm going to put all this effort into training this dude and he's just going to leave. Yeah. And I hate, Yeah. I hate to say it, but it's true. It's very, very possible. And I'll tell you, the shelf stocking job could help you get back into shape. It could help your body work out where the vape one won't. You know what that sounds like to me? Excuses. You know how long I've sat at a bus stop waiting to come home? Yeah. Yeah. So it's not that reliable here either, though. When was the last time you drove a car? Long time? Like do you remember how to drive? Right. That's what I'm saying. When was the last time you drove a car? Just because you didn't have your license doesn't mean you haven't driven a car. It, you're sitting in the driver's seat, you step on the gas, you step on the brake, you turn the wheel, you use blinkers. It could be in a parking lot, it could be on the street. It doesn't like none of that matters. When was the last time you were sitting in your car and actually put your foot on the gas and drove? Okay. Okay. So you know how to drive. You know the rules of the road generally. Okay. So so do so do that. Go to the DMV, get the book, your local book, or go online and get the local book, whatever is easier. Study it. That's what I'm saying. Study it, learn it, get the written part done. When you know 100% the written part's done, make an appointment and get the freaking driving part done. I would recommend keeping in mind mirrors are your friend. Use your mirrors a lot because my instructor when I got my license was a bitch about mirrors. They had me do a parallel park. They took me on a road, and this is for everybody out there who's listening. This is a real trick and it works. So they have you parallel park on the road and then back up about 20 feet. What I did is I parked on the road. I put my wheels on the curb. I put my arm over the passenger seat. And I turned around and I looked over my shoulder, and then I side eye at my mirror. And I drove in reverse using my mirror, acting like I was looking over my shoulder. Shit worked because they hate when you do that because it's compensations and stuff like that. Where with the mirror, you can see it all right there, you know, great. And but they want you to look over your shoulder. As long as there's no car behind you, looking over your shoulder doesn't even matter. But yeah, use your mirrors. Your mirrors are your friends. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you have a pharmacy nearby you? Yeah. I mean, even nah, no. The booster didn't really have any effect on anybody I know that got it, other than the people who had like the severe reaction to the original shot, and it was a matter of days. So yeah, so call them, tell them you're interested, go down to the frickin' place, and if they don't tell you, hey, you have an interview, in a day or two, then go get it today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but the key thing is when that happens is you don't tell them that. You just put in the work and then you go home sore, soak in a bath of Epsom salt and call it a day. You know what I mean? Like that's what it comes down to is sure you're not going to be fit enough to really do it, but if you don't put in the effort and you don't show them that you're putting in the effort, then they're just going to let you go anyway. You know what I mean? So it's how important is the job. And that just goes back to the whole excuses thing. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and then keep in mind too is if they're really uptight about the booster stuff, then let them know. I plan on getting my booster. I just know how my body reacts, and I need 3 to 5 days to recover from the shot. So, say if you do the interview and there's at least a week before they hire you, go get your shot, you know, as quickly as you can. See, I got my booster and it did absolutely nothing to me. My initial shot, the very very first shot, I felt sick for about a week. Well, yeah, like that's whatever. But no, like the first shot, I felt sick for a week. My second shot, all I had was the arm soreness. The third shot, I didn't have anything. I didn't have the arm soreness. I didn't have the cold. I didn't have nothing. Yeah, it was just they poked me, gave me a flu shot, and I was on my way. That's what it felt like. You know what I mean? Yeah, we changed our mind because you took too long to get back to us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It it doesn't do any good to berate or belittle or demean some. You know what I mean? It doesn't do anybody any good. It's not going to help me. It's not going to help you. The reality is if you're looking for somebody that can be honest with you and just tell you the truth and say, okay, this is kind of how it is. This is how I would do it. Then I'm the guy you want to talk to because I'm not going to hold back. And at the same time, I'm not going to be like, yeah, you're a bitch. Just get over it. You know, that's stupid. That doesn't help anyone. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to tell you that you're making up excuses, but I will also, but I'll also tell you, hey, this is how I would handle it. And that's granted, it's not my position, and you can either do it my way or you can do it no way, like whatever. It's I'm not there holding your hand. What matters to me is like I put in the effort. If you're asking me what I would do, is I would put in the effort. When I say effort, I mean like I would call them back as soon as possible. I would take the interview. I would not fuck up the interview just because, whatever. No, I want your job. Give me your job. I'm going to sell you me so I can help you sell groceries. Like that's me. And then when it comes to the physical part of the work, the physical part of the job, if I can't do it, I'm going to at least try my hardest to do it. And if somebody has to pick up my slack, then so be it. And if they let me go, it is what it is. But I'm going to give 110% whether I'm dying or not. And I will come home and I will soak in a bath of Epsom salt. If I'm sore, I will take, okay, so I currently do, like, I go to work and I work hard as fuck. And then I come home and I'm like, I am sore. I'm tired. Um, it is what it is. But on the days that I wake up and my back hurts, I take Bayer aspirin, or I'll take naproxen, or I'll take Aleve, or I'll take Advil. Whatever the symptom is I go to that medicine. I've had the most success with my Bayer aspirin than I have anything else. But I'm willing to take it, and I'm willing to put my body through the extra filtration system just to show everybody, hey, I'm not taking the coward's way out. I am personally going to put my body through hell just so I can have what I need. And if I want recreation, who's going to pay for that recreation? Me. You know what I mean? Like nobody's going to pay for that except me. So if I want something, I got to buy it. Yeah. Yeah. And worst case scenario, if you have to walk for an hour or sit in the snow for an hour, you do it just so you can get home. Granted, it sucks, but you're making money. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it won't be 6 to 8 hours anymore. It'll be 2 to 4 hours, like what happens with me, or it'll go to 6 hours in a 2 day period. You know what I mean? Like, you do 6 hours on your weekend, and then throughout the week, if you're streaming every day, it'll be 4 hours. I mean, there are ways to do it, and you won't be doing nothing if you're sitting there waiting for the bus. You could also be working out the next step of, okay, so what am I going to stream? What am I going to talk about during my stream? We got the podcast coming up. This is what's happening in life. I mean, there's a lot of shit that you could do. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, when it comes to YouTube stuff, it'll definitely be more raw. It'll be more like raw footage. I could see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I get. That's what I get paid. It is what it is. I went from a lot more to a little bit just to get out of a shit situation, but I'm making it work. Yeah, 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 Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, but truth, like I said, truth be told, when it comes to the job, I feel like you'll be fine. Just you put in the effort, I think you'll be fine. Like I don't foresee a shelf stalker at Albertsons, Target, Walmart, or any other department store being turned away because they are moving slow or they can't handle a certain thing. Like I've seen people in that position do that job that were full on, 65, 70 years old and were retired, came out of retirement because they couldn't make ends meet. Like, I've seen that be a thing. So honestly, I feel like you'll be fine. Granted, like I said, it's going to suck because you're not in the physical shape that you want to be, but this job, like a stocking job, will get you there. Like look at my wife. Okay, when I met my wife, she was a lot smaller and a lot more muscular because she stocked shelves at Costco. You know what I mean? Like she stopped stocking shelves at Costco and she gained a little bit of weight and her muscle went away. But, when you stop working out, that's kind of what happens. Yeah. 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 Mm, yeah. 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 You could do you could do the Jared, go for walks, walk to and from Subway for lunch, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Walk down to Subway, get a 6-inch sandwich, walk back, eat it. Not healthy. Not healthy. No, no, no. No. What I'm saying is like if you're gonna go on a trek and you're gonna quote unquote make it worth it, then you want to go with the healthier choice. So like Subway. Newsflash: a Subway sandwich is healthier than a peppermint mocha from Starbucks. I'm just saying, a mocha, a plain old mocha, chocolate and coffee. A Subway sandwich is like 250 calories if you get the right sandwich. The mocha is like 610 or some bullshit. Like it's ridiculous. Like it just because you think it's healthier choice doesn't make it so. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's it's not 1,000. I'll tell you that right now. And uh when it comes to no. In order to burn 1,000 calories, keeping your heart rate up, then you're going to be walking with your heart rate at 150 consistently, not slowing down for at least 1 hour. Yeah, exactly. So, um, back to the thing is counting calories. If you consume, let's say, 1,500 calories in a day, and you burn, let's say, 1,800 calories in a day, in theory, yes, you're losing weight, right? Reality is, reality is that weight that you're losing may not be good weight. So if your body's not getting the nutrients, vitamins, and all that stuff, I don't give a shit what you're eating. If you're eating 2,000 calories of actual good nutrients and you're burning 1,800 calories of exercise, I promise you, you're going to lose weight in the aspect of your body's processing the the nutrients where your body is burning and trying to replace. You know what I mean? So if I'm eating just junk food and it's 1,500 calories of junk food because hey, it's junk food, my body's not going to burn the sugar as if I just ate 30 calories of carrots. And I get more food by eating healthier. You know what I mean? Like it's the healthier stuff is long term much better for you. I went through a lot of nutritional classes and programs and stuff like that recently, and I'm going through another one now. And it's all because I'm trying to mentally prepare myself and break the cycle. Like I could tell you without question of a doubt, I have an addiction to food and sex, and I'm not getting rid of sex. So let me help control my food. You know what I mean? Like sex is great exercise. I'm not getting rid of that. Fuck that. No, no, yeah. I will get rid of the bad food choices. Yeah, yeah, that's huge. Yeah, yep, that's me. Yeah, so you have to target it. Yeah. So one of the things I've learned is if you are a runner or a walker, you're burning carbs, right? If you're a weightlifter, you're burning fat. And that's the difference is when I was running 5 miles a day every day, I didn't want to lose muscle. I wanted to lose carbs. You know what I mean? I wanted to lose the junk stuff. And I was doing band resistance, I was doing a kettlebell, and I was doing mild weight stuff. So I had the resistance. So I was still burning the fat and stuff like that. But I wanted my body to look a certain way, which was, you know, slim. I didn't want to look muscular. And that's me now too. Is I still want to go back to the slimmer look. I don't really give a shit if I've got 22-inch biceps. Like that's I don't need that. That's dumb. But yeah, so I mean, it kind of is what it is. I got to use the bathroom here in a minute, so I was also trying to figure out how much longer we got. Yeah, no worries. Keeping it real. So yeah. Um, Now